I knew Andy wasn't well, but certainly no symptoms from around regarding his breathing. There was no bad cough. He looked healthy and well. So none of that fitted in with my stereotypical view of a lung cancer patient.
I was a bit worried, but I didn't really know what was going on either because I was quite young, so I didn't really know what was happening. But I knew that he wasn't right, so I did think that something was up.
I think I very much went into autopilot for quite a while because I was trying not to panic for the children. I was trying not to panic for Andy's mum, and I was trying not to panic for Andy, and I was trying to be the person that was trying to tell everyone this was going to be okay, but that's not how I was feeling inside at all.
My mum told me and my brother that my dad had a brain tumour, but I didn't really know what that was. And my brother and my mum started crying, so I just started crying as well. But so then the next day at school, I asked my friend what a tumour was, and she said there was something that caused cancer usually.
I think naively we thought lung cancer is lung cancer and there's probably only one form of treatment, but we were very, very wrong. And the more research that we started to undertake, we started to realise that there was so many different types, that new treatments were being researched, that clinical trials were underway for so many different types of treatment as well. It was probably about 7 or 8 weeks after diagnosis and we finally got a plan in place for treatment, and that followed a session with our oncologist where we had a flowchart really of different treatment options. I think at that point I was starting to panic because the options were becoming very narrowed. When he was diagnosed as ALK positive, then that was actually a turning point. Treatment decisions were made. It was a threefold decision, I would have to say, between Andy and myself and his brother. And I think having that third person there was so helpful because there's so much information to take in when you're meeting with your medical team. I think we're coming up to, well, we've just passed 1 year since diagnosis, and I think when we approach 2 years from diagnosis will be another big milestone for us. But it was difficult to change our mindsets because I think that we weren't planning much for the future at all, and we were just kind of very much living day to day.
I've become a lot closer to my dad. Like we go out and do stuff in the garden almost every day and water all the plants, and we started to pick stuff from the vegetable patch now as well.
As more visibility is given to lung cancer patients like Andy, young, non-smoker, healthy and active, then perceptions will start to change. Lung cancer is heavily researched now. There's really a lot more focus, I think, in recent years, and certainly our oncology team have told us that as well. And that things are changing all the time. It was actually just the beginning of a new journey for us, and we don't know how long that journey will last, but we are moving along it, and that you can get yourselves back to a sense of normality and not to let it take that away from your relationships, your family and your friends. Just you have to carry on and you have to stay positive and you have to keep moving forward.